You touch on something, though, which is really interesting I'm sure from everyone's point of view, which is the inertia and the indoctrination that happens at academic level. You're a professor, you lecture in a university, you have lectured all over the world. Just talk about that process of when people, as you've said, drink the Kool-Aid of Economics 101, specifically at Ivy League universities.
Well, it's inevitable in some ways because I see humans as belief systems. Our own picture of ourselves as we're rational, thinking, critical, etc., etc. And we put at one spectrum scientists, and the other spectrum we put religious fanatics. But I see them as being very, very related to each other. They've both got a belief system. It's just that the scientists have put their belief system through experimental verification over time. But when you see a scientist, when they've developed an idea that's survived a few empirical challenges, they believe their model does describe the world. Now that's the same so economists are on the same footing as physicists and the same footing as Buddhists on that front. Okay? The difference is that economic theory has, again, when you have a cult and it expects to have a meteor come and there's going to be a spaceship behind that's going to rescue 12 people and the rest of us get fried in the incendiary flames of the meteor, and it doesn't happen. They go to believe it's going to happen 3 weeks later. Okay? Well, economics is more like that. They can pass through something as massive as the global financial crisis and think there's no need for them to change how they think about the economy when their own models said not only was it not going to happen, their models predicted 2008 was going to be a tremendous year for the global economy. Imagine you got this as a doctor. You get told you go to the doctor and you've got a fantastic diagnosis, no problem at all, you're going to be fine, and 2 weeks later you die of cancer. Well, the OECD put out a report in June of 2007 saying our forecast is quite benign. That's 2 months before the crisis began. The Federal Reserve had its meeting in December of 2007. Its chief economist said, my forecast could be described as being quite benign. That's the time we now backdate the crisis to having started, when he said there was going to be no recession and the forecast was quite benign. That's how bad they are. But they have not taken that as a, holy we've gone the wrong way, we've got to change. They're simply saying, no, you've got to revise what you think economics is about.